Now, what if I told you that you can buy an old iPhone 11 Pro and get damn near the exact same experience as the iPhone 15? See, the beautiful thing about iPhones is that they may be as old as dirt, but they are known to be prone to lasting extremely long. See, the beautiful thing about iPhones is that they may be as old as dirt, but they are known to be prone to lasting extremely long. And this is because phones like the iPhone 11 Pro have many advantages that is equipped to longevity. If you have an iPhone 11 Pro, you still have a powerful chip that can hold up with any app. You still have the Apple smoothness and look along with a good camera. And you're even on the same software as the newer iPhones, which makes the similarities even more apparent. And that's why I wanted to share my 2024 experience with the iPhone 11 Pro to help you guys decide if it's worth buying or riddled with annoying problems. And speaking of annoying problems, are you tired of constantly receiving spam phone calls to the point where you don't even answer your phone anymore? If so, I would like to introduce you guys to a partner of mine that can protect your personal information all across the board. Aura. Aura is an easy-to-use app that includes everything that you need to stay safe online. Aura protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the so-called dark web, where criminals sell stolen information, looking for your emails, passwords, phone number, and social security numbers. And it alerts you very fast if it finds anything. Aura also let me know that my information was on its way to the dark web, and this is why apps like Aura are important to me. It keeps my info safe and secure while adding extra features that other services don't have. They help you fight back against those annoying websites that make your personal information public by automatically requesting removal of your info, and this helps reduce robocalls. Aura gives you real-time alerts on suspicious credit inquiries, like if someone was opening a loan or credit card in your name. Their VPN allows you to stay anonymous online by keeping your browsing history and personal information safe and encrypted. And many data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and others who want to know more about you, like where you live at. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do. And they protect your devices from viruses, malware, spyware, and more so that bad guys can't break in. Or even helps you manage what your kids can do on their devices. You can restrict specific apps, set screen time limits, and even set focus times to ensure that your child is doing their homework instead of binge watching YouTube. And their password manager lets you store and access your online passwords conveniently and safely. And maybe you already have an app that does one of these things, but with Aura, you don't have to download and pay for 7 separate apps. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial with my link. So you can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your personal information, or you can go to aura.com/Nasim to start your 2-week free trial, and this link will be in the description of today's video. And again, I want to thank Aura for sponsoring today's video. Now, when it comes to design, the 11 Pro is one of my personal favorites. The rounded frame always has given me a great aesthetic, and the curved edges soothe it out while making it more comfortable to hold. The 11 Pro is 100% round, and whenever holding this phone, it always gives me mini TV vibes, which I like a lot. The 11 Pro is pretty durable on the display and back. I haven't had many drops, but whenever I did, it would usually be in the house. My display has no scratches, the back and sides have little to no scratches, and I'm pretty happy that the 11 Pro still looks new after so many years of use. My favorite part about the design is that just like any Pro Series iPhone, the 11 Pro has a matte look and feel on the back, which makes the phone always look new. It's very easy to clean, and it screams luxury. The stainless steel is a fingerprint magnet, but I'd be lying if I said that it didn't help with its quality look. I prefer the matte feel all around though, because it will result in me having to clean it less. The 11 Pro is also very comfortable to hold. It felt very comparable to the iPhone 15 Pro since they are the exact same size with a rounded frame. It has a nice snug fit that complements my hand whether it's in landscape mode or I'm holding it regularly. And in terms of weight, the 11 Pro is actually pretty light for its size, which definitely adds to its quality feel. The 11 Pro weighs 188 grams, and I feel like it's one of those phones that is slightly smaller and looks as light as it's supposed to be. Now, the color on the 11 Pro is amazing. The gray look was always my favorite on any Apple phone, and it looks even better when you look at it with the glossy Apple logo. Now, moving on to the most important aspect of the phone, the battery on the 11 Pro has been very good and has been treating me very well over the past 5 years. I'm mainly on my phone scrolling through social media, watching YouTube videos, and doing simple things like texting, making phone calls, and replying to emails. And whenever I use my 11 Pro, I always end up doing a lot on it, and this is one of my favorite things about the 11 Pro. It's specifically designed for power users. I'm getting over 5 hours of screen time, and it lasted me a full day. This also includes playing music while I'm in the gym, and at the end of the day, I still have battery left, which is all you really need in a phone. And now when it comes to charging, I use my 11 Pro with my 30-watt charger, and it takes about an hour and a half to get to 100%, and that is honestly one of the best attributes of owning the 11 Pro. It has a good battery life, and it's cheap, so you're getting the best of both worlds. Now, getting more into the insides of the 11 Pro, the A13 15 Bionic chip is holding up very well, and despite me gaming much less on it than in the past, whenever I do decide to play games like Asphalt 9, it performs very well. And mind you, when I'm playing heavy games on it, there's no noise, it doesn't get extremely hot after a while of playing, and I felt very comfortable throwing any app at it that I could. On a day-to-day basis, I'm taking pictures, using social media, and watching movies and content on it. So if you're someone who's looking to get the 11 Pro, it is very reliable in terms of power. Now, one of the morals of this video is that the 11 Pro has never really failed me. Even in 2024, the 11 Pro has been holding up very well all across the board. And personally, my favorite part about this phone is that it has a big, boxy, punchy, vibrant display that still looks good. Now, just like the new iPhones of today, the 11 Pro has a Super Retina display that is still evident till this day. Whenever I watch a high quality video on YouTube, I always can tell the difference whenever coming from a different phone. The 11 Pro has 800 nits worth of peak brightness. The colors were able to still pop whenever I use my phone outside, even though the nits is a little bit outdated. A lot of times, I'm using social media when I'm outside on my phone, and I was still able to read everything, watch videos, and use it regularly. And now when it comes to the viewing experience of the 11 Pro, it's pretty much one of my favorite displays on older iPhones. It has a pretty small notch that takes up a little less screen than a dynamic island on the iPhone 15 Pro, and the colors were more punchy, so that was an added benefit. The size greatly enhanced all of its attributes. One of my favorite things to do is watch YouTube videos on my phone, and a big, wide, flat display not only created great aesthetics, but also an updated experience. Speakers made watching movies on the display even better, and personally, the 11 Pro still has better speakers than a lot of budget phones. The responsiveness mixed in with the 60Hz refresh rate gave me that classic Apple feel. I'm surprised that the 60Hz was still able to hold up, and I will give it a pass since 60Hz was kind of the norm back in the day. Now, going further into size, I love how the 11 Pro was able to make the most out of the 5.8-inch display, from the very small notch all the way down to having very small bezels and a flat display. The 11 Pro is a phone that arguably has a better display than most budget phones in this price range. It's not afraid to give you top tier specs, and it truly has aged very well. And I would say that it's still worth it. Face ID is still one of the best in the game. It's damn near as good as the iPhone 15 Pro, and it's much better than most Galaxy and Pixel phones of today. Now, moving on to camera, the 11 Pro is a phone that not only has given me consistently good pictures, but it's also given me top tier yet quality videos. The 11 Pro's zoom photos are a thing of beauty. No matter how much I zoomed in, the quality was still very clear, precise, and still maintained accurate colors. The shutter speed is really good, and if I'm being honest, it's damn near the same as the iPhone 15 Pro Max in terms of speed and quality. Now, looking at the outside photos, my skin is just right, but can be prone to yellowing depending on the lighting, and I found every selfie I took to be of very good quality. I also took some photos of random things in different places, and the 11 Pro has not disappointed me in the slightest, especially with its great camera software. Inside photos were top tier as well. Many times, I'm trying to get the best lighting as possible, which is why the photo looks great. Selfies were still pretty good, despite the yellowing problem, and as always, another iPhone is producing high quality pictures. Now, when it comes to shooting video, the 11 Pro has a good amount of options. You can shoot all the way up to 4K, proving that this is still a very up-to-date phone, and it can go toe-to-toe with a lot of phones of today. The stabilization was top tier, and the 11 Pro is one of the phones that I feel the most comfortable using if I have to use it as a backup camera. So in conclusion, if you're someone who is very photography savvy and you want a camera that will provide you with some good photos and videos, the 11 Pro is a solid option. And alright you guys, that's my review on the iPhone 11 Pro after 5 years. It's a really good phone, and I would personally recommend the iPhone 12 Pro or 13 Pro, but if you can find an 11 Pro at a significantly cheaper price, it's 100% worth it in 2024. And let me know down in the comments, do you guys think that the iPhone 11 Pro is worth buying in 2024? Let me know. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.